Hello and welcome to my dining table. My name is Kjersti and I'm less frustrated today than what I was the other day, which is great. I mean, really great. And I also get to do my puzzle, so that's kind of great too. And also, if you're new here, hello, welcome. I talk a lot. It's what I do. I have had a lot of frustrations lately, which you guys know. Though, if you're new here, you don't know, but you might want to go check out some other videos to be less confused. I just got some results in today about a certain report, and can you see that I'm smiling? It's not like, ooh, this is so exciting, this is amazing. No, but I don't know what did the trick. Maybe it's a combination of a bunch of things. Probably. But I was so worried about having a report written about my house because, I was simply very worried. I did not know how it would turn out. And that made me extremely uncomfortable for a while there. Luckily, it's not as bad as I feared. And whether it was me working on changing my mindset to a more positive one, or if it was you guys' well wishes and like faith that this is gonna work out, I don't know what did the trick, but something did the trick. I'm not saying it's a perfect one, that report, but it is not as bad as I feared that it would be. Which is great. It's such a relief. I will admit, it was, oh God, I was so nervous about it. So nervous. But I'm more upbeat now. I'm more kind of just excited that it's not as bad as I was scared that it was. And is it perfect? No. Far from perfect. Is it better than I feared? Kind of, yeah. I mean, I didn't have high hopes going into it, I will admit. And I'm not saying that it's great, but I am saying that it's not awful, which that would have obviously sucked. But yeah, it's not awful. It's somewhat okay. And it will not, what can I say? I don't think it will completely shatter my dream of being able to sell my house. So that's a relief. Is there still a lot of things to do before I get to the actual like showing my house and stuff like that? Yes, obviously. There's tons left to do. I have so much to do. So that's why I'm sitting here doing my puzzle and talking to you guys, because no, that's not why I'm talking to you guys, but I feel like I just wanted to say thank you. And I wanted to do my puzzle a little too. I mean, hello. You've met me now. Or met. And I like my puzzles. So I'm gonna continue doing those. But yeah, it's so great to have that done. The report has been written, and as I said, it's not awful. I can't claim that it's great, because it's not great, but I mean, it's not awful. It's yeah, I wouldn't look at it and go like, oh my god, that's not a place I want to live. That's not gonna work. I'd go look at it and think, well, you know, sure, it's not the best, but honestly, it's not the worst I've seen either. And I have been looking at a lot of reports like that because, you know, I've been looking for a house for a really long time without really finding it. That's the sad part about it. But, you know, at some point I'll find it. I'm sure of that. I have to be sure of that because if not, I'm gonna feel really, really stuck here, and I don't want that. I don't want to have that feeling. But I don't have much time today because I'm going to see a friend, and what we usually do at first, we basically vent all our frustration, so that's out of the picture. And then we get kind of like, what can I say, to the good stuff, because then we start talking about what we want. And yeah, sure, all the struggles of getting there too, but we talk about what we want and how we're gonna get there and what challenges there are, and basically a lot of good stuff, even though it's really hard sometimes. But yeah, I'm going to see my friend, and that's very nice and exciting too. And as I said, the report, oh, I was so worried. You guys know I was like, I wouldn't say terrified, but I definitely wasn't the most optimistic person about that report. God, I was so not optimistic about it at all. But, you know, it's, I think it's gonna work out. As I said in my last video, that a positive mindset is very important, and I feel like I'm, I don't know, starting to get there, in a way, maybe, kinda a little bit at least, and that makes me really excited, because, you know, it's definitely a more hopeful outlook on life than what I've had lately. And the fact, as I said, that report, although not perfect, not great, it's definitely better than what I feared it might be. So that is very exciting. So very exciting. And I'm just, yeah, I'm in a more positive headspace again now, which is great. I mean, I haven't been too positive lately, and I apologized, I think, for that last video. Maybe I didn't apologize. I mean, it is part of life to get frustrated and be like freaking out about things, and that's okay. It's part of it, and but still, it's nice to feel that something is going my way, and I don't know if it's starting to work on my mindset and get a better, more positive mindset. I don't know what is doing it, and a part of me is like, well, I don't really care why I'm more positive, or that one might be a good idea to like pay attention to, like, why am I more positive? How can I help myself better with that? But also the one about like just, yeah, the report didn't go as bad as I feared, which is amazing. And oh yes, I'm very, very grateful about that. I mean, that was such a freaking out moment in a different level, I feel. But it's going well. It's going well. There are things to do still. Kinda, obviously, there are always things to do. But, yeah. And I also have to, like, basically not empty out my house. But I do need to, how do I put this? It's not about emptying out the house. It's about, you know, making it look nice for potential buyers, and I have to. My house needs to have its picture taken when it's looking its best, and to look its best, I need to, you know, remove some stuff because it's so filled with stuff that sometimes I feel like it's hard to see what I have. Which is why I started the yarn diet, basically. As in using up yarn that I have to try to minimize what I have, basically. So that's also a thing that I've been doing. It's like I've been doing everything at once. Whether that's a good idea or not, that remains to be seen potentially. But yeah, it's I think it's going well. I feel like at least some things are going well now, and I very, very much like that, enjoy that. And yeah, sure. New challenge has arrived, I will admit. And the new challenge, how do I explain it to you guys? I have a wood stove that I, you know, occasionally light a fire in to keep myself and my house and everything nice and warm. And when you have that, they occasionally need to get checked, which I think it's a good thing because like fire safety and all. And mine haven't been checked in, honestly, I don't know when it was last checked. Pretty sure that was before I moved in 10 years ago, so it's kind of due for a checkup, I guess you could say. So that needs to get done, and though that was not a requirement for selling, so I guess a part of me was kind of hoping that since I hadn't heard anything, that I wouldn't need to deal with it. Yeah, that thought didn't quite work out because I just got in the mail a notice that I don't know what they're called in English, but the people that comes and checks the thing, checks the, what's it called, the chimney. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think so. So that check will happen soon, as in it will happen in a week, and so I now have a new thing that I need to keep my fingers crossed for that, you know, works out. That wasn't quite where I thought that I would be right now, because, I mean, you know, like, it was going so well with the report not being nearly as bad as I feared, and, like, basically things seemingly working out, and then it's like, oh wait, they're gonna come check that. It's like, well, what if it doesn't pass inspection? Then what do I do? So yes, new thing to freak out about. I was kind of hoping that I would have less things to freak out about, at least for a little bit. That hope has yet again been shattered. But, you know, as I said, the report did turn out better than I feared, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna focus on that. I'm gonna focus on the good thing about the report working out, seemingly in my favor from what I can understand. And I appreciate that, you know? Things are working out. But yeah, that was a little bit of a bummer that that inspection has to happen now. I mean, they could have waited until I sold and was out of the house. that would have been great. I would have been happy with that. But you can't always get what you want, and I did get a decent report. So I'm gonna maybe I'm just gonna need to say that, you know what, I'm happy with such a decent report, and then not hope for anything more regarding such things as of right now, because I don't want to be disappointed. But yeah, it's that's a new thing to freak out about, which is unfortunate. But it happens. Things happens, and that's just how it is. I just have to accept that and keep my fingers crossed that maybe, just maybe, it will turn out like the report of my house, which, as I said, it turned out pretty well. I was super worried, and now I obviously have, I wouldn't say the worry necessarily, but I obviously have the thing about, the actual selling of the house, clearly. But yeah, it's a more positive thing that I'm hoping to continue. Like maybe, just maybe, I will get to sell my house and there will be no problems. Everything is gonna work out, and I mean, that would have been amazing. And I mean, there's nothing that is currently saying that that is not a possibility. So yeah, it's I'm struggling with the rest here. I just wanted to come on and tell you that the report, even though I was really scared about it, seems to be working out better than I thought. And I don't know whether it was your good thoughts that did it, or me change my mindset, or a combination. I'm gonna guess a combination, because we're all part of this world. Nothing can be done completely on our own, by ourselves. We are, as a cliche as it sounds, we're in it together. And no one can do everything all by themselves. So, it's, I'm trailing off now, I can feel, but I'm just so relieved that it worked out the way it did, or at least seemed to have worked out. I mean, I don't know for sure yet, because I keep repeating, I have not actually sold my house yet, but that will come. I believe that will come. I have faith in that. So just gonna keep hoping for it, that it'll work out. And I think it will. I mean, everything does work out at some point. Just not always immediately, and just not exactly how we always think. But yeah, I'm starting to struggle with my puzzle now. Then I get distracted, and you know this, but yeah, I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited that it's working out. And I think I haven't even tasted my tea today. I will drink my tea after I talk to you guys, apparently. Because as I said, I also am I'm gonna go see my friend today. And I'm very excited about that. I haven't seen her in a bit, so, you know, it's nice to catch up when we both have the time for it. But yeah, I think that will be today's video. And I feel like I did a good job here. And I didn't realize it at first, but I've been doing this puzzle. I mean, I sorted it, and you're about to die, so I'm gonna be quick. I sorted the puzzle pieces, and then I started with the smallest pile, and I kept going. So the edge pieces is the second biggest pile. And after that, I have a big table here. Or not this table, but like puzzle Alice's table. Anyway, that was today's update. I just wanted to say hi and thank you, and I do have a new challenge now, but I am hopeful. The report was not as bad as I thought, so it's promising. It's looking promising. I now have to like clean my house very thoroughly and all the windows and tidy up and empty out things, because you don't want to have too much stuff when the pictures are taken and you have people coming to view it to see if they want to buy. So I got a lot of work that I need to get done. So, but right now I'm gonna drink my tea, start cleaning up a little on certain things, go see my friend, edit this video, and yeah, I hope you have a good day. I hope you are happy for me. I hope something good is happening in your life at the moment. I would really appreciate if you wanted to tell me about something good that's happening in your life currently. So, you know, spread the joy. I would like that. I hope you would like that too, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!